So your high-achieving daughter is coming home after a disappointing first semester of college to regroup. What do you do? Well, we're going to talk about that today on Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in helping kids, teens, and families live happier lives. I lead two organizations, the group Private Practice Teen Therapy Center and the nonprofit 501c3 organization Child and Teen Counseling, both here in Woodland Hills, California. Every Wednesday at noon, I jump onto Facebook Live to answer your parenting questions. Let's jump into today's. My daughter has left university after just one semester and returned home. I want to be supportive, but this was her dream college. It had everything from the major to the student activities and the city where she wanted to be. She passed some of her classes, but had to take incompletes on others. She wants to take this semester off to regroup. I feel like she's throwing away an amazing opportunity. How do I help her? Thank you for your question. I think any parent in this situation would feel really rattled and uncertain. The first thing that I want to point out, and with all due respect, is make sure that you recognize that this is her opportunity and not your opportunity. And now, as parents, I get that those lines can be blurred because so much rides on the success and happiness of our kids for us. I get that. But if we try to push that square peg into the round hole and hopefully it'll just magically get round again, I think you're going to put a lot of extra pressure on her and it's going to get in the way. What I would want to do is, if she wants to take time off, here's the good thing. It doesn't sound like she's been kicked out. She's taking time, a semester off to regroup. She didn't fail anything. She passed a couple classes, took incompletes on others, so most likely she should be able to return. That's my hope, it's my guess, what you said in your email. So all is not lost. But having her go to college when she's not prepared and not ready is not a recipe for success. If you want to go to college, you better want to go to college, or else it's just not going to work. So how do we support her? First, we want to make sure she's not just home all day doing TikTok. She has to have a reason to get out of bed every morning. So if that's a part-time job, if that's finishing her incompletes while doing a couple classes at the local community college, maybe it's a part-time job, like I said, volunteering, some combination of all those things, just so she has a healthy structure and a reason to get up every day. I think that's important. Another thing is, let's explore with her, whether that's with you or a therapist, what went wrong. It was all lined up for success. Why didn't it succeed? Was it A, she was just so burnt out from trying so hard all through high school that she just didn't have the gas anymore? Was it that, everything that was cracked up to be wasn't? And maybe it wasn't the great experience that she thought it was going to be? Maybe the social pressures or expectations are getting in the way of her ability to focus on school. Perhaps there was some kind of trauma that she had experienced. Hopefully not, but what if that was the case and that's getting in the way? So I think it's important to process with her what is getting in the way. Again, with you or with a therapist somehow. So she has an understanding of what those obstacles are, how to cope with those obstacles, and then decide, is this the school for her, or is there another environment that may be more beneficial for her? Does she need to just take a year, do community college, get her GE done, and then transfer back in? Does she need to go to a different university? We won't know those answers until we really process that with her, and she has to come to those answers kind of on her own time. The more we pressure her, the less she's going to want to do it because it's pressure. And maybe that's the thing that's getting in her way. I think once she understands what's going on with her, whether it's anxiety or depression or whatever's going on with her, she'll have a better understanding of where she wants to go, what she wants to do, and that's what's going to propel her to success. It's not this one college. It doesn't matter what college she goes to. It's matter how she does college. If she's doing college with motivation and intention and with a positive attitude, she'll be successful because she can transition that to anything she does in her life. Anyways, that's our question for today. Thank you very much for your question. If you have another question you'd like me to answer here on Tips on Teens, please email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com. Again, my name is Kent Toussaint. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist with Teen Therapy Center and Child and Teen Counseling. Thank you very much. We'll see you next Wednesday at noon on Facebook Live. Bye-bye, guys.